Prediction is round about 120 miles an hour. Get the thoughts of Paul de Resta after we hear.
Looks like the wheel took most of it, but you can just see it's relatively quite straight.
And Ericsson cut across him.
Ericsson's entitled to. He's turning, he left him space. He caught the curb, you see, and just lost the steering out of his hands almost. So that's.
So you can see Marcus Ericsson going off. He's gone onto the AstroTurf with his front right tyre. Oh dear. And as soon as he put his foot down, Martin, you got the feeling he was a bit of a pace. On board with Lance Stroll now. Let's have a look at what happened to him. And as you can see, that wasn't his fault.
Old thump there, didn't he? From the Force India that was in.
Martin is such a simple corner, you think?
And that's the inside one. He's turned in quite wide. I think he did actually get on the Astro. The tether's doing a fabulous job there at keeping.
Pit stop, but what happened here to Max Verstappen?
He just locked his right front.
Does that look like a break?
Coming in the inside. It was. You just tell me. Turned into me, like if I was not there.
That has done with the double waved yellows has meant that every single driver on the track has been unable to improve.
Remember to take his hands off the steering wheel at the last moment so it doesn't break your thumbs and your wrists. Just.
Okay, somebody hit me from the rear and I broke the steering.
Yeah, well, the reason Kimi pinched Bottas down onto the apex is because he had the Red Bull on the outside of him.
It's a great angle to be hitting the Armco, that is it?
Big hit.
He's on the super soft tyre. Really come a cropper at Monaco in 2017.
Why did they not have catch fencing around there for those marshals? If that wheel had...
Crashing this morning, Max Verstappen last year and only his second time at the Monaco Grand Prix. And now Stoffel Van Dorn, who he's won here in GP2, Martin. He's had great times, but his first experience in a Formula One car, it does come back to bite you so easily.
Yeah, find that. We're going to see it for ourselves. So Jensen's been frustrated, hasn't he, behind?
Thursday practice, Jensen Button was complaining about Pascal Wehrlein, about some things haven't changed. Felt he was blocking him during the practice sessions. Jensen tried to move.
Well, because the right rear wheel's hanging off for good measure. Yeah, it's easier to do that. I'm amazed it doesn't happen more often, actually. You're looking left, and it's easy just to somewhere like 130 up. Let's see it again. Oh, look at that. So he's lost it very... So contact them on the straight between turns.
Look again. We're on board with Felipe Massa.
Unbelievable. I have no idea what's happened. Somebody just pushed me completely.
He did well to stop it spinning, but as a result...
Put him in a much more precarious position. What a strange one, the actual spin itself.
You know, are we also seeing people misjudging braking zones because of... See, look, shadows. You've gone around that corner there. Or Ferrari to actually stand on the podium here 12 months ago. It just absolutely no... Right, this is what's happened to Hulkenberg.
Oh dear. Oh, he'll hate it when he watches that one back on
the podium positions, and the two Force India as well. The debrief is going to be a bit feisty tonight in the Force India garage. Big puncture there for Ocon.
Yeah.
Give an advantage as he can. Look, this is down at turn 15. Lewis is backing up the pack a little bit. And, he went into him. He might have lost a bit of front wing there, Sebastian Vettel. And he's saying to Hamilton, what did you do?
Oh, we're going to find out. It was turn 8. Oh,
no.
Oh, he tripped through the gravel.
Yeah, it was turn 8.
Yeah, so...
Already falling behind. Alonso's looking in his mirrors. And then what happens?
Oh, he's got a thump. Got a thump from what looked like the Toro Rosso in the pack. We saw the McLaren get a great start. Alonso was all in his mirrors, like just protecting himself, and then he gets the thump up the back. And Verstappen, having had the all-start, was also being very cautious. His teammate, I was right first time, was Sainz who had a poor start. Now Kvyat locks his brakes, thumps the McLaren, and round they all go. So that was just a mishmash of starts.
Paul di Resta, let's have a look. Kvyat goes off. Oh dear.
Battling for position.
Oh, and he's clipped another car as well.
I wonder who that was.
Gets alongside. Goes off.
He just turned it for me.
Okay, Sainz is blaming his teammate.
Then the car rotates the other way. Oh, what are you to do?
Well, what can you do? Play now.
Here we go, you do the replays.
Well, turn 11.
Did he just put his left rear on the curbs he turned in? Takes the side impact.
I'm glad those
So watch again, it snaps when he first turns into the right, and he catches it, then he's going forward, and that ends up going the other way.
I tell you what, those marshals standing in the... Now, he's managed to get going again. Paul...
You can just see, I said, in the background, he's just trying to get out of the way. Somebody accelerates, just picks up the grass. And off you go, and you can see your passenger.
Yeah, he's got a... I'm not going to put you on the spot and ask you to comment on Felipe Massa. I think that would be unfair, given the circumstances. But here was a man who was passed fit to drive yesterday by the FIA.
Front wing broken now.
I kind of have to agree a little bit with Esteban Ocon's questioning
Yeah,
there.
after the tracks. Oh, there we go. It was the second application of the throttle. He got up on top of the water.
It was stupid to lose the quali, sorry, it was stupid.
Right now, from Verstappen's cockpit, Vettel's coming over. There's just no room for him at all.
What Vettel wouldn't have seen.
Oh, I got damage, Oh! Yeah.
And he was on the radio when he wouldn't see him in his mirrors. Vettel came across to cover Verstappen, and he had no idea that Raikkonen had had such an incredible start. And he couldn't, to be fair. No way Vettel would have been able to see that. What a start Alonso got as well. But he's going to get bad payback for that, sadly.
Right place, wrong time. Fernando Alonso, all the drivers coming through the pit lane. Behind the safety car.
Right, so I think Vettel's just lost it on a load of coolant out of the back of his own gummy and slippery as well, of course. But
yeah, he's had a second moment there, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's...
Circuits, Martin.
Going to snatch a break, presumably.
Yeah, locked up, didn't he?
And what he didn't do was realise it early enough or admit it.
All okay, Marcus? Now it's over.
Yeah, I can see the rear. Your rear left is gone. Switch off the car.
Yeah, copy.
Right, no, I've never seen the car. Have a little look. This is after the race has finished. We're on the slowdown lap. Oh.
Vettel just ran right into the side.
Different story, Johnny.
Yeah, totally so. And again, Sebastian is probably not totally aware that maybe is coming up, but he turns into the steering wheel, doesn't actually change that steering wheel in any way, except
P2, but of course, because of the rain, they didn't have that. And again, exactly the same. It's almost like a carbon copy, isn't it, of how the car reacted to Vettel's car earlier. The hairpin, so yeah, a bit of a lock up there. And on the exit, I'm looking for him getting on the curb. Oh, yeah,
on
the curb. Yeah. Driver error, and that's why he said.
And we start to drift wide.
Underseas a bit, goes on the curb. He's on the grass. Yeah, he does make contact with the barrier just slightly there with the right rear, and then again. Oh, there's a bigger moment than I thought it would be.
Yeah, strict track. If you put all the cars on the same piece of track, they all go around at the same speed and the same distance apart, and that's the reason why we have...
And this is good stuff from Verstappen, because it would be very easy to slot in there, and he's like, no, I'm coming round. They touch tyres. He's got look, it's amazing Verstappen didn't get a puncture. It's not at all amazing that Hamilton did.
Yeah.
7. Not that he was about to lose the car.
Is that the sort of similar sort of accident to many that we've seen this year? Once the car gets away
or not. And the Van Dorn's gone right down the middle very nicely indeed.
I got squeezed. Copy. Is the car okay?
Oh, he did hit him, so I was wrong. And this is so this is Grosjean not wanting to yield. He's left him space. Ocon's busy trying not to spin off himself. And unfortunately on the inside, Grosjean ran out of grip, then talent.